Hello everyone, my name is Jim. This is my second module topic for PIDP 3551, Assessment of For as Learning. Before I start, I would like to recognize and acknowledge this presentation is held in the ancestral unceded territory of the coastal First Nations, Sumas First Nation, Mustigui First Nation, Samiamu, Katsi, Kwantlen, Kaikait, and Tswasan, where we live and work. We honor these First Nations for sharing and accepting our families and students in their traditional territories. First of all, I'm going to start with the assessment of learning. This type of assessment is used to measure what students have learned after a unit or course is completed. It typically results in grade or score. The purpose of this assessment is to determine how well students have learned the content and to report their achievements. Examples like end-of-term exams or final projects or standard tests. For example, I'm teaching the hospitality and tourism course, and one of my course is Introduction to Hospitality. I use quizzes, midterms, also final exams, individual assignments, as well as group assignments. Those assessment of belongs to this assessments of learning. As for the assessment for learning, these assessments are used throughout the learning process to provide feedback that helps both teachers and students make decisions about further learning. The purpose of this method is to inform instruction, identify areas for improvement, and guide students toward success. In the course that I'm teaching, I typically use this two ways. Number one is the 1 minute paper. After each class, I will leave some time, sometime longer than 1 minute, ask a student to write down some key takeaways, key points, or key things they have learned from today's lesson. Another one is I sometimes ask students to exchange their work with a peer and ask them to write feedbacks on each other's work. Especially where you like the most, where you will do differently. So in case of individual assignments, I will let the peers to give you feedbacks on their presentation. The last one is assessment as learning. And this type of assessment involves students actively monitoring and regulating their own learning. It encourages them to be self-aware and reflect on their progress. The purpose of this type of assessment is to develop metacognition and self-directed learning skills, allowing students to take ownership of their learning journeys. To be honest, I don't use this very often, but typically I will do these two things. Number one, at the beginning of each term, I will have an individual conversation with my students and ask them their personal, educational, or career goal. So during the semester, I meet them every once a month and to ask how has their learnings and contributed to their progress. Another one I do regarding this learning is to create a list of questions for themselves based on the material they have covered. For example, in the group assignment, group presentations, and after that, I will ask the group sit down and give me a list of questions from the materials you covered in your presentation. Also, I will share some of the good ones with the entire class. I will pick some of the good questions into the final examinations. I had this concern when I was learning this course, and which one is the best? Well, actually, I really love this holistic model of the 3 assessments learning. Actually, there's no such a thing. For example, assessment of learning is best for measuring the overall achievement, assigning grades, and providing accountabilities. It's ideal for determining what students have learned at the end of the course. Assessment for learning is best for providing ongoing feedback, supporting immediate learning improvements. It helps teachers and students understand their progress in the real time. Assessment as learning is best for encouraging students to take ownership of their own learning and developing lifelong skills. So there's no such a thing which is best. It depends on the situation, the people, and how you use it. Thank you very much, and I'm really looking forward to your feedback. And finally, this is my references I used in this presentation. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.